Welcome back everybody to another video. In this video, I'm going to be listing the top 5 best cars from the 5 Days of Vehicles event. So far, we've had 4 of these week-long events. Out of these have come some very good cars and some not so very good cars. So today, let's look at the best of the best, the top 5. Number 5, the Shell Mark V. I originally wanted to put the Ray 9 in this slot, but I remembered how disappointing the Ray 9 is. The Ray costs you nearly $200,000, and the Shell is only $92,000. The Shell Mark V has a top speed of around 190 miles per hour, while the Ray has a top speed of 210. The Shell's design is also way better than the Ray 9's. The Shell has super detailed interiors, it's got functioning doors, everything about it's really nice. And the Ray has none of that. It's bland looking and does not have functioning doors, which I really like. The Shell has very nice acceleration, better than the Challenger and about the same as the Ray 9. Overall, I think that the Shell Mark V is a very good performing car for its price. This also makes it a good starter car if you want a bit better performance than the Challenger. Number 4, the Successor. This car is pretty amazing. It tops out at 165 miles per hour, which is crazy for a car that only costs $600K, plus it's in the game permanently, it's not limited. It is also super well designed. This is one of the best looking cars in the game. This car is perfect for anyone looking to buy their first supercar. When given the choice between buying the Roadster, the ECLAIRE, or the Successor, I would pick the Successor. And it even has its own engine startup sound. You don't get that on many other permanent cars. Honestly, there's nothing to complain about this car. Number 3, the Concept Car. The Concept Car is a literal beast of a car. It has everything you would ever need in Jailbreak. Insane top speeds, insane acceleration, crazy reverse speed, 4 seats so all of your friends can see how rich you are, and a custom engine sound. If you've watched my channel for a couple times now, you'll know that I love some custom engine sounds. This car has a top speed of 310 miles per hour. The launch and acceleration speeds are also off the charts. The launch is about the same as the Roadster, and the acceleration is just behind it. Also, it has one of the best reverse speeds in the entire game, which makes it really good for escaping cops. No permanent car comes close to the performance of this thing. However, as you know, there is one downside, and that's the price. The Concept will set you back up $2.5 million. That's the price you must pay for this amazing performing car. It's based on the Ferrari Modulo concept car, which is where it got its in-game name. Number 2, the Terrero. Personally, this is my favorite car out of all of the 5 Days of Vehicle events. However, I had to place it at number 2 just due to its stats, and I don't want personal preference to be too much of a factor on this list. It was limited to just a week, and at the time it was available, Jailbreak didn't seem to have nearly as many players as it does today. I don't know what the statistics are on that, but I do know that the Terrero is way rarer than any other limited car that comes out these days. It has a top speed of 210 miles per hour, it has a better launch than the concept car, which is really nice. However, the acceleration isn't nearly as good as the launch speed. The looks of it are incredible. It was modeled by Asimo himself, and he said that it's his favorite model that he's made so far. Unfortunately, as Noob Freak has said many times,
my legs always stick out of the bottom. My legs stick out of the bottom. My legs stick out of the bottom. My legs always stick out of the bottom of this vehicle. My legs stick out of the bottom. It's so frustrating. I hate that so much.
Your legs do stick out of the bottom. Someday I hope that this will get fixed, but overall, it's not a deal breaker for me. And for the number 1 slot, the Javelin. The Javelin is the successor to the Torpedo. It was modeled by UFED, which means it always looks phenomenal. The design is one of the best in the game. Its top speed is 388 miles per hour. The reverse speed is 119 miles per hour, which makes it really great as an escape car, just like the concept. The acceleration actually beats out its father, the Torpedo, and it was limited to only a weekend, which tried to make it so not many people got it. However, with so many people desperate to get their hands on a Torpedo, everybody was going crazy trying to grind for it. So a lot of people ended up getting their hands on one. The Javelin is a high-performance car. It's so powerful that it can climb mountains with ease. This is arguably one of the best limiteds ever to be in the game. A lot of people would disagree, but in my opinion, I think this was a really good choice by Badimo. While it doesn't have the greatest value in trading, I think it's still a very good car. Definitely the new generation's Torpedo. It deserves the number 1 slot. There is no car that is more deserving of the number 1 slot that came out in the 5 Days of Vehicles event. So that's my ranking of the top 5 cars to come from the 5 Days of Vehicles event. I'd like to hear your list, so comment your top 5 below. Thank you for watching and subscribing, and I will see you in the next video.